Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem B'Karkadas Barakatah, double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the elect. I come out there pushing the word of truth and sincerity. In this video, going to be about an article that I seen on Zero Hedge. Japan had activated their Marines, for the first time since World War II, because of all the stuff that's going on with Syria, America, and Russia and stuff. They fear World War III, which World War III is prophesied in the Bible to happen. The Lord is speeding these prophecies up and shortening the days for the elect, man. So these prophecies is coming to pass, and mainly World War III is in the air right now, man. The apostles and others, they label this year the year of prophecy, man. Prophecy been coming to pass like that, boom, boom, But get this article and get some scriptures and close it out, man. It's on zerohedge.com. Said the title is Japan activates Marines for first time since World War II on Chinese border. It said fears of a third world war spiked over the weekend as Japan activated their Marines for the first time since World War II. About 2,100 members of the amphibious rapid deployment brigade were activated in the ceremony in which the troops wore camouflage. It said, according to Reuters, the formation of the Japanese Marine Brigade is controversial because amphibious units can project military force and could critics warn be used to threaten Japan's neighbors. In its post-World War II constitution, Japan renounced the right to wage war. The newly activated unit is highly trained to counter invaders occupying Japanese islands along the edge of East China Sea that Tokyo fears are vulnerable to attack by China. But I'm gonna read a little bit more on this, and I'm gonna get some scriptures. The main point is China activated its Marine. Japan activated its Marines since the first time since World War II. Because they did it back in World War II, they doing it now because of the Third World War, man. The Lord putting a spirit on them, to beat their plowshares into swords and their prudence into spears. But I'm gonna get that. Continuing on, it said the brigade is the latest component of a growing Marine force that includes helicopters, carriers, amphibious ships, Osprey tilt rotor troop carriers, and amphibious assault vehicles. All of these Marine measures are meant to deter China as it pushes for easier access to the Western Pacific. But that's all I'm gonna get on that, man. It's on zerohedge.com, man. Hey, man, this World War III is gonna happen, man. And the scriptures prophesied, man. I'm gonna get Revelations 11 and 14, man. This is Revelations chapter 11, verse 14. It said, the second war is past, and behold, the third war coming quickly. The second war is the Second World War. It said, behold, the third war coming quickly. The third war's war. The scriptures prophesies about a third war's war. That's why that's in the air right now, man. The third war's war. That's why you see these nations getting ready, man. You see all these military parades going on. You see all these nations, and every single nation is getting their military arsenal up, man. Because guess what? For that World War III, that War Armageddon, man. It gets Zephaniah 3 and 8. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It said, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nation, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. The Lord, that's the Lord's determination. To gather the nations where into the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. The valley of decision, man. In the Middle East, man. Where that big war gonna take place. That's the Lord's determination to gather them there. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get that in Joel, the third chapter. Because this World War III is gonna happen, man. You see the Lord putting the pieces of the puzzle together. That's what always happens before war. You get your shit together and get your shit ready. Then shit pop off. And that's where we at, man, right now. You know, everybody getting their stuff ready. You know, like if you in a street war or something like that, you going against like in a gang war. Y'all get y'all shit ready. They get their shit ready. And then y'all meet up or y'all catch each other and y'all do what y'all do, man. That's the same thing with these nations, man. They getting they shit ready. Damn, hold up. Trying to find Joel. Alright, I'm in there. This is Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days, in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, who they have scattered among the nations, the part of my land. No, the Lord said He's gonna bring them down and gather all nations. China, Russia, Iran, Turkey, everybody is going into the valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East where that great war gonna take place, man. No. Continuing on, I'm gonna jump down to 9. It said, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. You know, that's the spirit that's in the air. Prepare war. You know, waking up the mighty man is the Lord waking up these nations, man. Like, hey, man, get ready, man. It's about to be another world war. The time of setting on your leaves and being comfortable. No, that's not. No, that's peace is not in the air no more. War is in the air, man. You know, that's the spirit that the Lord got out here, man. So you know, beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong, man. Assemble yourselves, come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about there that cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, man. Put ye in the sickle for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision, man. Yeah, in the Middle East. You know, that's where the Lord gonna let that World War III take place, man. And that's what's happening right now, man. Every nation is gathering in the Middle East. That's why you got every nation gathering in the Middle East, because of so this prophecy could be fulfilled. Joel the 3rd chapter. You know what I mean? Let me get Ezekiel 39:8. This is Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 8. Behold, it is come, and it is done, said the Lord. It is the day whereof I have spoken, and they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and set on fire, and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows, and the handstaves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years. Because it's not going to, after the war, you know, it's not going to be no more war after this. This is going to be the biggest war, you know, ever. You know, this war that's about to take place is about to be a lot of bloodshed, and there's not going to be no more need for war after this. So, you know, said that they should take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, but they should burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, saith the Lord the Most High. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea. And it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall bury Gog and all his multitudes, and they shall call it the valley of Hamagog, because it's gonna be so much bodies, man. After that big war, it's gonna be a lot of bodies, laying down, and it's gonna smell. It's gonna be a horrible smell. It said, in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them. It shall be to them a renowned day that I should be glorified, said the Lord. And they shall sever out men of continual employment passing through the land to bury with passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. And the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamagog. And that's what you other nations gonna be doing, man, after this World War III, man. Cause there's gonna be a lot of bodies, like I said, man. Y'all gonna be that's gonna be our first job to cleanse the bodies up. That the Lord and um that the Lord had the nations, that the Lord mustered the battle, and had people killed, man. You know, because the scripture says it's gonna come a time where they that be dwelling on the earth gonna be taken in a great number. This is part of that time, man. In the valley of decision, man. When hella people gonna be dying, man, by various ways, man. Cause these nations gonna go all out down there, man. They gonna bring out the big guns down there, man. This gonna be the bloodiest war ever, man. And to top it all off, nuclear missiles. The nuclear missiles gonna end it off. And so I says in the scriptures, every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, um, uh, weapons and garments rolled in blood, but they should be burned with fuel of fire. Because that's gonna top it off. Continuing on, and also the name of the city should be Hamanah. Thus should they cleanse the land. And thou, son of man, thus saith the Lord, speak unto every feathered fowl, unto every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountain of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood. Ye should eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, and all of the fatties of Bashan. Ye should eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice, which I sacrifice for you. Thus ye be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and with all men of war, saith the Lord. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed in my hand, that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord their God from that day forth. So man, look, it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed and a lot of bodies, laid out, in the Middle East. My last scripture let me get is Isaiah 34. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also should be cast out, and their stink should come up from out of their carcasses, and the mountains should be melted with their blood. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed in this Armageddon, and this World War III. And you see the Lord putting that spirit in the air, for these nations to get their Marines ready, get their nukes ready, all that, man. You see the prophecies coming to pass, man. The Lord said his word not gonna turn unto him void. He said it's gonna happen, so it's gonna fucking happen, man. Straight up. Whether we like it or not, which if we love it, man, because after this, we going into our kingdom, man. America gonna be totally wipe out the face of the planet, man, and there's gonna be no war after this war, man. So we love it, man. We want this to happen, man. We looking forward to this, man. With that, man, that was the article is on zeroheads.com. Japan is just activated his Marine the first time since World War II, man. Showing you that World War III is closer than ever. And also that doomsday clock, was moved 2 minutes, last month. So hey, man, that's the spirit that's in the air. God, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Wakarkadas, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and others of great millstone. And peace, love, and salutation to the last. I come out there pushing the word of truth, sincerity. Shalom.